watching Inside Warhawk Football. I'm Andrew Mindham, alongside me is Coach Leipold, as usual. Coach, your boys are now 5-0 coming off your rout of the Blue Devils 55-13. It was Family Fest, the stadium was packed. Tell us a little bit, what was the atmosphere like at Perkins Stadium?
I think, well, it was a great day. You know, the weather started off a little on the iffy side, and then all of a sudden, boom, right before the kickoff, sun breaks out, and that's kind of the way we kind of played that game. It started off a little slow for us, and then all of a sudden we got on a roll there in the second quarter. And another great defensive performance, very, very impressive offensive explosion there, especially in that second quarter, and we're taking necessary steps.
Matt Barrett had another phenomenal day. He's really throwing at the best level he could be, really 6 TDs, but the offensive line is what impressed me the most. How happy were you with the offensive line play?
Well, very, very pleased with where that group is coming. Tony Kepnick, one of our freshmen, did not play. You know, Pat Suffield stepped in at the right tackle spot. Pat had started the first game of the year. That group continues to get better. And then you talked about Matt's performance. He continues to take the steps that we need him to take as a leader of our offense and the type of production that we need.
Really the only down note to take away from the game is you hate to see anyone get hurt. You saw Dennis Moore go down there in the second quarter. Do you have any update about how he's doing?
Not yet. You know, he has not been able to get into a doctor yet. You know, it's, you know, I'd say he's highly doubtful for this week, and I don't know what it looks like for the rest of the season at this time. But it's unfortunate. Dennis is a fine young man, works extremely hard, has shown, you know, flashes of being an exciting player for us, and that would be a loss.
And off of that, though, you were able to get a longer look at running backs Jordan Ratliff and maybe give more carries than usual to Booker Ross, and those guys, they stepped up to the plate and they did great.
Yeah, and it's kind of like we talked about earlier, is that we are confident in the group of running backs that we have. Nick Patterson did not play in the game. Don't know when we'll get Nick back. So that's a position that's gotten a little thin on us. But you mentioned 2 names there, Jordan Ratliff, Booker Ross, 2 of the bigger backs in our program. And they've shown signs of being able to carry that load a little bit and do some things. So we're excited about what they bring to the table. We're just going to make sure we got to keep them healthy. And
how does that really just play into the depth of your overall team? I mean, you had, you know, backups in there for most of the fourth quarter on both sides of the ball, and they all held their own.
Yeah, it's, you know, we always, you know, when you can get those opportunities, they're great to get, Andrew. They really are. It helps morale. It kind of helps, you know, we play Friday this week. It's a shorter week, so, you know, it's some of the banging around during a game, hopefully you decrease with your guys. So hopefully you're building depth at the same time, and it's great to get our younger players evaluated in game situations.
You brought it up before I could. You guys do play on Friday this week. What kind of things change on the shorter week? Because I know you guys have your daily schedules.
Well, it's more in the beginning of the week. We have to jam our, essentially what we try to do as a coaching staff and a little bit with the players, we have to try to combine our Sunday-Monday routine into one day on Sunday. So we brought the players in Sunday morning, try to put the game to rest as best we could as far as the Stout game, and then work, and then we go to, we'll practice on Monday as if that were our Tuesday, if that makes sense. And, you know, all of a sudden you start saying Mondays are Tuesdays, Tuesdays are Wednesdays, but that's kind of how we try to move as much as we can into the front part of the week so that our end of the week is more normal.
Is your team excited to be playing underneath the lights Friday night?
I think so. It's still a little, you know, we're coming off that. We'll see what kind of energy we have as we approach the week. But I think there's something about playing under the lights. There's something about Friday night. Most of these guys have done it their whole high school career. So there usually is a little extra buzz. I hope we have a great crowd. Usually we have a tendency on those that I think we'll get hopefully a solid student crowd that'll stay through Friday and that to kind of experience that. And we'll need that type of crowd there. So all those things make it an exciting day.
So come on out. I've heard it's going to be a blackout.
Yeah.
The idea. And I've heard that, you know, the Friday night experience, you're trying to get that too, because the national championship is played usually underneath the lights at night, and that's kind of a way to get that experience as well.
Well, in 2011, it just kind of happened where they switched that, but we're so far away from that, though, is where we want to be. That one we kind of fell into luck of going through a week like that and for that to be, but we're miles and miles away from having that conversation. If we're lucky enough to be talking about that and sitting here at that week, we'll talk about the benefit of maybe what this current week maybe played for us. But there's a lot of good football teams to play yet, and a lot of weeks to go through this. And Eau Claire, though, struggling record-wise, has played a lot of top 25 teams, probably 4 or 5, and if you look at the polls. So this is going to be a big test for us, as will these upcoming weeks.
Yep, you guys got Eau Claire on Friday, and then kind of the heart of the schedule with Platteville and Oshkosh to follow. So
Yeah.
we wish you luck once again. Coach Leipold, I'm Andrew Mindham here on Inside Warhawk Football on UWWTV.